Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Risdon with Lions Wire and Detroit Lions podcast. I am standing outside Allen Park, Detroit Lions headquarters. Just wrapped up the final day of OTAs this week. It's Thursday, May 27th. And I thought I'd give you a few little notes on this. You're going to have to bear with me. I am in the sun. And I do have cars going on around me, but I wanted to do something a little bit live just to sort of convey the feel. It is so great to be back here to watch an actual practice. We only watched an hour. It was a glorified walkthrough. They didn't do any contact or anything like that, but just having football back and being in the building, not wearing a mask, watching practice, hanging out with some of the other writers. It was fantastic. So that was a great experience. I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of what I noted from the first day back here. This is the first time I've been in the building since the final day of training camp in 2019. So my first exposure to a Dan Campbell coaching session, seeing all the new players and all that good stuff. And first thing you'll notice, the practice fields have been reconfigured from the Matt Patricia era. The media tower is gone, thankfully. You're going to see two fields that are oriented opposite 90 degrees or perpendicular from where they used to be. There's not the three fields anymore. They had better access for us in terms of getting closer to the players. You can actually hear the coaches. I stood by the running backs for a while and watched Deuce Staley do his thing. And that was pretty darn cool. So, you're going to notice that when you come to training camp. The far side of the field, I'll show you the building here. The practice fields are on the exact opposite side of the building here. They are oriented such that where the seats used to be, where fans would be for training camp, and where the food trucks were on the far side from the main entrance, it is going to be different. It's going to be moved. I don't know how they're going to accommodate that just yet, but we'll see on that. A couple other things. The hill is still here. They didn't use it. But it is still there, in fact, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon. It seems like it's a permanent fixture. Just a general atmosphere, and again, this is one day. Keep that in mind. It's OTAs. Most players are here. Pretty much every player that I wanted to see, I saw. I saw Penei Sewell. I saw Deandre Swift, and I'll talk about them in a second. But Dan Campbell, at least in the first impression of him, is that he's not as direct with all the different positional units. He lets his assistant coaches coach and do what they need to do, and I think it's a little bit of a change that's noticeable from Patricia. It's certainly more noticeable if you go back to the Jim Schwartz era, where he had to have his finger in every pot. Campbell lets his assistants do their thing. He lets their position coaches coach their positions. When he sees something that was a little out of whack, and there was one of those on they were doing a punt coverage drill. He didn't like what he saw, so he called them over. But that's not uncommon. So the vibe is generally more relaxed. It's more upbeat. The music was all hip hop this time. No country, no rock. Which personally isn't for me, but that's okay. The players seem to enjoy it, and it wasn't as loud or as in your face as it has been in the past. So we got that going for us there. Let's talk a little bit about the players. My first impressions of a couple of the guys. I have not seen Deandre Swift since he was at the combine. Dude has massive legs. He has not skipped leg day whatsoever. He looked absolutely rippled thick lower body. The calves, the thighs, even the ankles. I mean, you're talking about a guy that spent a lot of time in the weight room developing his lower body, and hopefully that shows off when we get into the season. He looked very good. Again, they're not running, they're not going behind blocking or anything. Sewell, first time I've seen him up close. First thing you notice, he's smaller than you think he is, and I got that reaction from a couple other people too. I was standing with Jeremy Risdon of Pride of Detroit and Ben Raven of MLive, and we're all like, wow, he's just not as physically massive as you would expect him to be based on the legends of him. Doesn't mean he's small, but when he was standing in the tackle reps area next to Dan Skipper and Taylor Decker, he's considerably shorter. And I would be shocked if he's anywhere close to 330. He looks more like 310 to 315 right now. Again, that's just my eyeball test from 10 feet away. But so he looks good. He looks healthy. He looks like he moves pretty well. the only other offensive line of note, and I don't know who it was because I don't have the roster in front of me, number 60 looked really, really small and out of place in terms of physically. And he does pop with his pads. And I think that is the rookie undrafted center from Kentucky, but I can't be positive on that. But other than that, everybody else looked fairly normal. Go to the receivers for a little bit because I did watch the receivers some. Biggest thing to note, Rashad Perriman looks fantastic when he's running. Can't catch. Didn't run the right route on a couple of times. Didn't haul in a ball. Had an easy pass. It was from Boyle. Hit him in the hands. Hit the ground. That's what you're going to get with Rashad Perriman. I again, keep your expectations low. There's a reason why this guy has bounced around a lot. And again, he looks spectacular. He is wearing number 19, Galladay's old number. He is taller than Galladay is, but not much leaner. But you're looking at a different type of receiver there. What was the other one? There were some drops. Cephas had a drop. Hawkinson, who looks magnificent with the guns out, suns out. He had a drop. He also made a really nice catch. Darren Fells made a spectacular catch on a low throw from Goff that needed to be low, by the way, because of where the coverage was. I thought he looked pretty good. It was nice to have him back. It's clear already just from watching an hour of it, Darren Fells is a guy he's a tone setter for practice. Guys gravitated to him, and again, this is a guy that's been in the building for like 2 weeks. There's natural leadership and charisma there, so I like that, and I think it's going to bring out the best in Hawkinson. I really do. I'm excited about that combination. Yeah, that's about it for the first day. You know, we're going to be back here next week. They have another open practice. It's a beautiful day. It's great to be back and watching some Lions football. We got a holiday weekend coming up. By the way, one of our sponsors at Detroit Lions Podcast. Go to cbd.detroitlionspodcast.com. They have an awesome sale going on this weekend for all of your needs in that realm of things. Please check it out and give them some support. They've been very supportive for us. And continue to check in with Lions Wire and Detroit Lions Podcast as we do more. And I will leave you with another view of the building. We are signing out from Lions headquarters.